Hey everyone, welcome back. My name is Logan and today we have Ryobi bags. Yes, these bags that we thought were only going to be for our friends overseas are now here in the States. We've got our hands on a couple of them, not all of them, but let's talk about the Ryobi bags. All right guys, so today again, yes, we have the new Ryobi bags. These are part of their tool bag lineup. They were actually released or kind of announced right around the same time as the Ryobi Link products, which are super cool. So if you haven't checked out the Ryobi Link, we've got a bunch of videos on the Ryobi Link, the toolboxes, the wall mounts, the wall rails, all of that stuff. But these specifically are their new line of bags. And again, initially they were only available overseas. These bags we actually bought and were shipped to us from the UK. So these are special to us here because we had to have them shipped and it took a long time. But what we found is actually at Direct Tools, so if you go to Direct Tools outlet, they actually had a few of these. I think they had the roller bag was the big one that they had. I can't remember what other ones they had in stock. They definitely didn't have the backpack, but we got a couple of them. We got 5 bags here that we're gonna talk about. So before we get into the new bags, what we want to do is take a second and talk about some of the old Ryobi bags, kind of where they came from to get to this point, because these are cool bags, but let's talk about some of the old bags they have, and then we'll jump into the new stuff. So feel free to use the YouTube play bar to jump ahead if you want to just see the new bags. So again, to start off, we're going to look at some of the old bags that they've done in the past, just kind of compare where they've come from and what they've done different with these new bags, because these are supposed to be new tool bags, new backpacks, carry cases, what have you. So all of these bags and this case bag have all come free with the tool. So this was our original starter kit, or one of the original green starter kits that you could get when they turned the tools green. So it came with a 5-piece and I think 2 or 4 batteries, depending on which one you got. So this is that old style. It has the hard wire that runs through it that makes it kind of a clamshell setup like this. So you've got this hard kind of C-shaped wire through the top along the edge, and it allows it to clam shut just like that. So pretty decent. It does have reinforced stitching on the handles, but you can definitely see it's taken some abuse. Down in the bottom here, you can feel kind of a cardboard base. So there's a little cardboard down at the bottom of it. Again, not overly impressive. It does open up pretty wide. So when it's in wide mode, you can fit a lot of big stuff in there, but then it closes down in kind of that clam shell shape. It does have a little bit of padding in the straps so that it's not just the strap that you're holding on to cutting into your hands. But as you can see, it does get twisted up pretty quick, pretty easily there. Next one, moving over here to their tool bag, the smaller tool bags that come with maybe a single tool, charger, and a battery. This is their newer square rectangular shaped bag with this C-shaped zipper that goes all the way around like that. So it keeps its shape, it doesn't clam shut. Again, with this, the zippers are pretty similar, kind of this oversized zipper than what you would have on a normal bag. They do bind still pretty easily, so they're not, bind proof. They'll kind of skip off the zipper occasionally, that kind of thing. On the bottom, again, a little bit of cardboard down there at the bottom, a little bit of padding in the front, so that's different. They started adding a little bit of this padding to the front there and the back. Sides are still single sheet. And then, again, the strap here. Now these straps don't have the little padding in those, so these are just the open webbing, just like that. Next is really all this was kind of a redesign of the old bag. So you got the same straps on top, same zipper across the top here. Now this is a smaller zipper, so this is their new HP line bag that came with their compact series, and it actually had kind of a smaller zipper, more, you know, I guess they're going for more of the compact look, but it went down as far as the quality of the top zipper. No cardboard in the bottom. As you can see there, it just crumples up. This bag can just mush down to nothing. The sidewalls were all padded though, which is different, so they put padding on all the way around. Now the last one here is not a bag, it's their case for their inverter generator, so the battery powered inverter. Now what's different, or kind of the reason I wanted to include that, this bag or case, if you will, in this display is that they did move to waterproof zippers. So all of the zippers on the front here, these are all waterproof zippers. The zipper on the top, this is a waterproof zipper there. They do have some Velcro on the side, so they had a little pocket with some drain holes down below, so if they got filled up with water, you could drain out the bottom. Obviously this wasn't a full case, it wasn't a full like wrap around or enclosed thing, but gives you an idea of what they were doing with some of their other material and zipper technology there. So again, that's just kind of taking a look back at what they've done with previous, so we know what to look forward to or what to expect on some of these newer bags. So let's get back into the new bags and talk about each one individually and then our first impressions as a whole. All right, first up here is the smallest of the bags that we got. This is the RSSS TB1. So this is the small tool bag number 1, version 1. So right off the bat, we can see a lot of similarities to some of their old designs. We can see some of the same features that they had on these old bags. Obviously, these being tool bags, we have a lot more functionality and features going on. First and foremost, you'll notice that this is that same clamshell style tool bag shape that's pretty common amongst tool bags, where it clamps shut almost on its own, or really it does on its own. You can kind of see it just wants to close, which can keep everything, and you can just grab your handles and go. Now, before I get into the inside, one of the coolest thing about all of these bags, what they've done is something that I thought was really nice for these tool bags. Because these are bags and not boxes, they're not tool boxes, they don't have hard shells and things like that, they still added a hard shell bottom to every single one of these new bags, which I think is awesome. No more fear of ripping your bag or being able to drop your bag or have something go through your bag. These all have really nice hard shell plastic along the bottom with the stitching starting really an inch up off the bottom. So even if you sat your bag in water, or if there was water on the ground or mud or whatever it is, you're not ending up with a dirty, nasty bag or, again, some kind of tear because it sets on a rock or something like that. So really cool right off the bat, starting from the bottom up. That is a huge, huge improvement over their old bags and using some of their plastic technology kind of into the bags themselves. So huge 2 thumbs up for that right away. Now, for this bag specifically, if we start up the side, this all is new reinforced webbing. In fact, they actually have a little diagram of kind of what the webbing is. So they've got the 1680D and the 600D webbing. So this green is their 600D, and this kind of gray-black, it looks like is their 1680D. So somebody comment below and let me know what all of that means. Obviously, it seems important to them. They put it on the tags here, so let us know. Let us know what that means. Not much else on the tag here, other than it does show that it is water repellent, not waterproof. There's just a little picture of the water kind of bouncing off the bag. So when it's zipped up, it is a little water resistant that way. So pretty cool there. Again, kind of moving through the front here, we've got 3 open pockets along with 1 zippered pocket, which is kind of nice. So that'll be kind of an ongoing theme amongst these bags. Moving up here, you actually have a metal buckle or riveted piece of metal here for your tape measure to slide onto this outside, which is really cool. Means you're not rubbing or ripping up some of your bag here. One thing that's really interesting is the logo is wrapped in this plastic, but what they did is they stitched through this little plastic piece. So in order to get this off, you're actually ripping it off of the stitching, and we'll show a close-up of that. But every single one of them has this little plastic guard to protect the Ryobi logo, which I thought was interesting. Interesting little touch there. Next up, before we go into the bag, you do have a shoulder strap. Now, another thing that I thought was nice is they actually, instead of going from one side to the other side on either side here, they actually did a cross clasp, so that your little D-rings are opposite corners of each other, a kitty corner, that allows you to hold the strap. So, and we've got fairly nice spring-loaded clasps. Now, these aren't like the best plastic I've ever seen. I can definitely see that potentially breaking. They do swivel, so they do clasp on pretty easy. And you got a little bit of padding here on the shoulder strap, not too much. The strap definitely leaves something to be desired, but it is nice to have if you're looking for a bag with a strap. You could use this. Personally, I don't see myself using this strap, again, for the use cases that we have, but again, kind of a nice touch. It's got the Ryobi logo on there as well. So we're gonna take this off because, again, I personally don't see myself using this, but again, kind of a cool touch. Before we go inside, we'll flip it around to the back here. We see that similar 3 open slots for tools or odds and ends there. If we move inside, we have, again, 3 pockets on one side, 3 pockets on the other. So total pockets here, we have 6 on the inside, 6 on the outside. So a total of 12 open pockets with the 1 zipper. Again, lots of interior space, just nice open room to throw tools in here. Hard plastic bottom, which is super, super cool. Again, allowing us to put nails and screws and not worried about ripping through the bottom of the bag because we set one sharp thing on top of another or set it down on something hard and sharp. So, pretty cool there, guys. Again, this is the smallest of the bags we have, so it probably is not going to hold a lot, but when you just need a quick small bag with maybe some chargers, a couple of tools on the outside, this would make for a real nice to-go bag. One last thing we didn't talk about is this Velcroed handle strap, so you can strap it together. Again, personally, I like to leave it open like this most of the time and simply use the zipper to lock that up like so. Moving up the family, we have the RSS MTB1. So this is the medium tool bag version 1, and you're gonna see a lot of similarities between the small and the medium. So again, real quick through all of these, we've got the same 3-pocket design. Now this one actually splits your middle pocket into 2 smaller pockets, so you actually end up with 4 of these open pockets in the front. These 2 are a little bit smaller than the others, but you've got technically a total of 4 across the front. You have your zipper pocket again. You have your tape measure slide right there. On the sides, this is a big change, and probably one of the only changes, other than the split pocket front, is that you have 2 pockets, again, kind of a split pocket design on the right, and another split pocket design on the left. Moving around to the back, we see that same 4-pocket design now. So we've got 4 pockets. Another addition to the back, though, is your level straps. So you can slide a level through here, strap it down just like that, and then keep your level nice and tight right there on the outside. And then before we go inside, one thing that this one gets that the little brother bag doesn't is a upgraded strap. So not only do we get metal upgraded clips, we also have new metal D-rings on the same cross corner setup. So now this strap is much more durable as you're holding a much bigger bag than its little brother. So that makes for some really nice straps. You also get the metal slide as well. So everything that was plastic has been upgraded to metal. So definitely a step up in quality on the bigger bag. Next, inside is nearly identical again. 3 pockets on one side, 3 pockets on the other, just the same as its little brother had. So we've now gone from the 12 pockets of the smaller bag to 4 pockets on the front, 4 pockets on the back, 2 on the sides, making for a total of 10 pockets around the outside. Your same 6 pockets on the inside. So now we're up to 16 pockets to slide things in. You have your zipper pocket, which makes it an even 17. And then you've got your nice open space with that hard plastic bottom. So pretty cool for the new bigger bag. This is again the medium tool bag. And moving up once again, we now have the RSSL TB2. So this is the large rolling tool bag. So we've got wheels on the bottom right there and a telescoping handle on the front, just like so. Now, one thing that is missing is that hard plastic bottom. Now, it does have some reinforced, it feels not even cardboard, it's definitely some kind of plastic reinforcement. So it still is more reinforced than previous bags. Not quite the hard shell plastic. This one obviously is meant to be more of kind of the duffel bag style, but still reinforced, again, better than the others. It also keeps its shape a little bit better. Now, I have a whole bunch of stuff inside as I recently moved, so I was actually using this one already. So we'll unload this and kind of show the quantity this can carry. But again, starting on the outside, we got these wheels. Now, I would say these are probably some of the lowest quality wheels I've ever seen, and they don't really want to roll. So I wouldn't consider these anything crazy, or you know, as far as luggage and something like that, I would expect these wheels to go out pretty quick. Same thing goes for this slide. There's not even a locking mechanism. It literally just pulls out to its max and slides down to its minimum. So this is what I would consider bare minimum when it comes to a telescoping handle. Will it work? Yes. Would I want this on the job site? Absolutely not. There's no way this is gonna last a day. If you took this out, you're gonna bend these and those are gonna get gummed up in the mud. No, this is not meant for a dirty job site. Could you use it for light use, light duty use? Sure. I think that's perfectly fine. But as a bag, I think that's where its real value comes in. Now, it's got a nice handle on the one side, nothing on the bottom, or what would be the bottom with the wheels down. On the front here, we're gonna see that same or similar 3-pocket design. One thing that's kind of cool about this, or a nice touch, they could have easily put the zippers all going the same way, but I thought it was kind of nice that they took them, you know, made it symmetrical by having them both open out. They do have a Velcro patch, or pocket rather, in here, and this patch again is, it's got the plastic on it that will tear off eventually. Now, inside, if we open this up, again, we've got that same padded handle, Velcro, so this makes for a good carry case. It does seem to be reinforced, or a little bit better webbing, again, than previous models, which is cool. One more thing before we go inside, it does have a single pocket on the back, which again is kind of interesting, open pocket as well. So this one obviously is not meant for while you're rolling it, otherwise you're gonna dump out whatever you have in there, but it's kind of nice to have an additional place to store stuff. Moving inside, I'm gonna go ahead and open up this and pull out everything that I've shoved in here for the move. So we'll start off with some of the bigger items. We've got a box, another box here. We got a couple of tools, odds and ends, some there, a couple lights, maybe a speaker, a saw, maybe a tin snip cutter, power brick, even a little tool bit, some blades, okay? So quite a bit. Now, again, this one has the upgraded or reinforced shoulder strap, so we've got metal clips and the metal D-rings to hold it. Now, one thing that's different is this one is not kitty corner. These are straight on. Because the bag is a little more rigid, a little more self-sustaining, they were able to put these straight on, which again, for a big bag like this, I think is probably the right call. All right, now inside, this gets a little crazy. There are a bunch of pockets lining the sidewall. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pockets on the one side, only one of which is Velcroed. So there is a Velcroed pocket on the one side and 4 unvelcroed pockets. Along the back side, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 open pockets. This thing is just loaded with pockets along the side. Nothing along the front or back. However, there is an entire bottom that looks like it removes, or you can unvelcro nearly this entire bottom, which exposes that plastic down there. So you can kind of see there's kind of that plastic base. So if something gets in there, or you needed to take it off, really, you could do that, and that whole bottom kind of opens up. So again, not a bag that I would recommend for like heavy duty use. Get a toolbox or get a smaller bag for that with a hard bottom. This one is more kind of that light duty use. Really, you could even use this as a travel bag as far as that's concerned, but still, in my opinion, a decent bag. Zipper, nice big zipper on the top holding this. And again, it's nice because it does keep its shape. It's kind of got that rigid structure, so it's gonna retain its shape better than the other one. Next up, moving in a little bit different direction, we have the open tote. So this is the RSS LOT1, so the large open tote. And this one is different in a lot of ways. Obviously, again, on the bottom, we've got this hard shell plastic, which is really nice. Love that. We have the reinforced bar handle with a nice cushy foam. This is their much better foam than they've used with previous things. As far as the handle, it's kind of that memory foam, so it's nice and comfortable, great size there. On the bottom, we got that same triple setup. Now, this one's unique again because we have the 2 open pockets, we have the 1 Velcro pocket, and then they snuck in a zipper, this side zipper, but it can only be fully opened with this flap up. So as you're zipping along this, you can stop it from being zipped if you flip that flap down. So kind of an interesting, quirky thing about this bag. You got to have that Velcro open to get to that zipper. On the side here, we have our large open pocket with the tape measure slide. That looks obviously very familiar to the other bags. Opposite side, just a nice big open pocket. On the reverse, several more open pockets. We have a total of 4 open pockets here. On the top, we have the nice, big, heavy-duty strap. Again, metal D-rings, metal slides, everything metal, so nice strap here. Now, this is one of the few that I might actually keep this on. While the handle's nice, it's kind of compact enough to just quickly throw over the shoulder. So this one might stay on at least longer than maybe some of those other bags that I've taken the strap off. But this one, I could see myself using this one a little bit more. Moving on to the inside, you have 3 of the pockets in the rear that we're used to, very similar. But on the reverse, we get something completely new that we haven't seen before, which is bungeed straps. So right here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bungees. So these are your stretchy kind of rubber band feel that you could slide something in that needs to be kind of held into place a little bit better, like a screwdriver. So you could put your 6 screwdrivers right here, nice and easy, and have them secured. So really cool. Obviously, again, in the bottom, we got that hard plastic, which is sweet. Now, one more bonus thing that the average owner of this bag or this tote might not know, which is right here on the top, you have some Velcro, these Velcro straps. Well, what could we use with these Velcro straps? Obviously, they've got some little grippy material on the inside even. So you've got the webbing on the outside and kind of a grippy material. Well, what we could do is put our level right there and strap it down just like that. So really cool little add-on or feature is that we can put our level, we've got these special straps here that we can strap on our level or something else, even maybe a 2x4 right across here if we need to carry something a little bit longer than what needs to go in the bag and don't want it sticking out the top. All right, last and certainly not least is the RSS BP1. This is their backpack version of a tool bag, obviously here. Now, again, what you'll notice is I have this thing packed full. Of all the bags, this one was the one I was most excited for and started using it almost immediately. So I can talk more confidently about this one than any of the others because it's the one I've used the most thus far. But starting at the bottom, something I think all backpacks should have is a hard plastic bottom. The amount of times that I put a backpack down and it's gotten wet or something like that, again, just invaluable in my opinion to have this nice, really durable, tote-worthy backpack bottom, which is super, super cool. Now, moving up, again, this one is completely different than the others, but we have a couple of pockets here. So we've got our front pocket, and we'll start just pulling stuff out if we have stuff in there. So I had nothing in that front pocket, nice zipper pocket there. This pocket is nice, it opens all the way open, so anything that you need, anything that drops to the bottom, so if you've got some crescent wrenches or maybe you've got some sockets here, just like this, all of these down here don't get lost. We can get down and grab all of that. So really nice big pocket there. Next up here is a pocket at the top. We can go ahead and just pull out some of this. I got a stud finder and a little marker there. So another nice pocket that we can put some odds and ends. On the right side here, we can open this up. Got some additional pliers and a knife. Okay, nice deep pocket there. On the other side, this would be a great side again for that level. We could put the level straight down through this. It gives us a nice strap here to hold that in place. What I've done here is actually put my hammer in here. Again, probably not what this is meant for, but it's been working. So just like that, and we can take the hammer out. Kind of nice deep pocket there again, allows whatever you're putting, and then you can zip it up. As you saw, I can zip up this just a little bit to keep that in nice and snug. Next, before we get inside the bag, I want to flip it around to the back and talk about the back. Now, this is where I think that it's not quite there yet as far as the quality of what I would like. And we'll show some close-ups of the stitching of the zippers themselves. But as far as the padding and these handles or the shoulder straps, I just don't have a lot of confidence in some of the handles and shoulder straps for the amount of stuff that I want to put in this. This bag right now is pretty heavy, and the shoulder straps, I just don't think are gonna cut it. The back padding is nice. It's got some kind of reinforced, again, plastic or maybe even cardboard. It feels kind of plasticky, so it is a little bit, but it's just not quite there yet for what I would want for a nice tool-ready backpack. But that being the case, let's go ahead and just open this thing up the rest of the way and show you the inside, because this is pretty cool. Now, one thing you'll notice is I do like the way that they did this zipper design. What you'll notice is it kind of comes up tight along your back and then opens wide down at the bottom. So you get this little shape here that opens up wider than what you might expect going straight down, and it allows you to use those pockets on the side. You get this bigger pocket right there. But this allows you to open this up all the way, and we'll take out some of these tools as we go. So we've got one drill, we've got a power bank there. If we open this up even more, we've got another impact driver, another drill. So you can see we can put quite a bit. We got a flashlight, some accessories there. It does have at the top here, it's got a zippered mesh line pocket that you can put some quick accessories kind of up here at the top. There's tape measure. And then it's got two pockets that are Velcro. Now, what I thought was interesting is these are big enough to hold their bit holders or their bit cases, but you can't Velcro them closed. So they are big enough for those to slide in, but then they kind of stay open and flapping around. So pretty cool that they fit, but not really. Next up here, again, just a nice big wide open space. And a little compartment right here with the Velcro strap, so you could do a laptop sleeve right here. But what's cool is they've put something in here that looks about the size of a laptop. It is a screwdriver holder. So you get a screwdriver holder with all of your stretchy restraints for these drivers. You get some additional ones across the bottom. If we flip it around, we've got some big slide compartments, and this is just a piece of, feels like either cardboard or hard plastic, but you can see it comes with a nice carry handle, so you can just slide this out. Obviously, it doesn't have to go into that back sleeve, but definitely makes a nice place for it, especially keeping it up and out of the way from everything else. So this is super cool. Love that they've added that as part of the backpack. And really, that is it. Just a nice big open spot for you to slide stuff in the back, slide stuff in the front. And again, this one actually keeps its shape pretty well. So it's kind of got a fairly rigid or structured shape. Even if you didn't have it completely full, it would hold a lot. And again, last but not least, obviously this plastic covering the logo again, that's the same. Now, one thing I didn't know until I started filming this video was that this strip right here is actually reflective. It wasn't until I put the lights on it and then looking through the camera that I actually noticed that it's got a nice reflective back. So this would be good for a work situation where you've got it on your back, you've got this nice reflective material at night or wherever you're working. So really cool. Obviously, their normal color scheme, the safety green or yellow, adds to all of that and allows for great visibility, but kind of a nice touch. They've added this little shiny reflective material as well. So pretty cool there. All right, so first impressions. Again, I have not been using them long. Even the bags I've been using, I've had the tags on because I wanted to do this video and show you guys these in as good a condition as they're ever gonna be. Obviously, we're gonna try and put these through their paces. We've done the same with the Link boxes, the tool boxes. We've even had them fly off our truck and get bounced around and banged up, and we'll show you videos of that as well. But we'll put these through their paces. Definitely some of the quality things we can see already is the stitching. You can see it start to pull apart if you kind of tug on it a little bit. Not even after heavy use, but just a little bit of tugging, you can see the stitching through. So will the zippers hold up? That'll probably be the big question. Some of these other bags or this tool tote, I think will probably be the most sturdy and last longer than anything else. This one in particular, I think, is just very, very well built. The open tool tote is probably, in my opinion, going to be the best of all of these. But let us know in the comments what you think of these bags. Is Ryobi ready for a bag line, or should they put some more time into it? Definitely some of the things, personally, I think they could spend a little more time, make them more job ready. The slides, the wheels, some of this stuff that they've done before, they've done in other things better. So to go short in this case, I think is a misstep, but I love the fact that Ryobi's doing it. I like these new bags. Obviously, it's just fun to add them to our collection. So Is it worth it? That's the big question. Let us know in the comments what you guys think. Which bag would you get if you were to get one of their bags? Is it one of these 5 or one of the other ones that they've shown off and they've advertised? Again, we'll try and get our hands on as many of these bags as possible. But that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, guys. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and we'll see you in the next one. Moving on, moving on. Burp, 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 burp. Bah! Oh. Do-do-do. Let's try that again. Bring them back, bring them back. Do-do-do-do. Where does it say what it's called?